is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Smart Ass, the podcast, the number one podcast on the planet, statistically and emotionally in people's hearts. I am Aidan Sousa. Welcome back to another episode. I feel fucking terrible today. And I guess it probably qualifies as a sickness. I don't know. I always take count sickness as like a flu or, fevers and coughs and stuffed up and stuff like that. This is just a good old fashioned, maybe a food poisoning. I think somebody tried to take me out with the one thing that I love most in this world, the one thing that I would consider my greatest ally of a food, chicken fingers. I don't know how you fucked that up. But there was a pub. I was in Ontario, Canada, the last week visiting family. And my parents and I went out because they're now allowed to leave their homes and go sit on a patio because the government's going to let them feel like they're doing things again for a couple months before they tell them to get the fuck back inside and shut their goddamn stupid Ontario mouths, which I am for. I agree. Most people in Ontario should not allowed to be able to leave their homes. They should need supervision. And even then. But yeah, so they're allowed to go to patios now. And if you're listening from the United States, how funny is that? They're allowed to leave their homes and go sit outside and drink fucking $7 Bud Lights on some shitty patio, and then I'm sitting there drinking fucking water out of questionable glasses. Honestly, it might have been the glasses. I saw the lady bring out my water, and I was like, this glass is fucking disgusting. And then I just started thinking about all the dirt bags that live in this town. It was a very small town close to my small town, a smaller town adjacent. So off of the already small town, we have a smaller, fucking greasier town. So that's fucking good, eh? So we go there, and I had been feeling like fucking at least $7,200 up until that point. I'm not going to say everyone always says, I feel like $1 million. Listen, bud, you drive a Chevy Cavalier, all right? You don't know what the fuck $1 million feels like, okay? Say you feel like $750 because that's probably the most you've ever had. So I was feeling like a good, $7,200. That's how I was feeling. Pretty good. $7,200, not bad. I was feeling pretty good all week. I mean, I was working out all week. I was, even though I was on vacation, I mean, technically vacation is just, staying at my parents' house. I was, eating well. I was pretty much maintaining the same diet I have when I'm at home. And then we go out to this fucking patio, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna get chicken fingers. What could go wrong? Well, everything can go wrong is the answer, because now I'm fucking just dying. I'm dying. I'm one of those guys too that when I don't get sick, but when I get sick, it's over. The world's ending. You just be like, you're just sick. Like, calm down. Just be like, hey man, I'm passing away. Why would you say that to somebody? Why would you say that to somebody that's literally on their deathbed? Are you fucked in the head? What's wrong with you? Who would say that? I'm currently dying, and you just come up to me and just like, you're going to be fine, man. I mean, you have a stomach ache. A stomach ache? Been shitting blood for fucking 3 days. Piece of my colon is fucking now in the goddamn fucking water pipes around here. I'm down a colon. I'm down an intestine, a large or a small. I'm just left with a medium. We've had to kind of piece them together. Don't fucking tell me I'm going to be okay. Fuck off. But yeah, holy hell, man. I mean, everything's going so goddamn good. And then you just, You think you're just gonna enjoy? You're just like, hey, I'm gonna let myself have this. You know, I'm gonna let myself indulge in some tenders, some chicken fingers. I mean, God's gift to the planet, really. Chicken fingers are some of the greatest thing you could eat. And then you go in there, you're just like, yeah, this is gonna be great. And then it fucks you up for 4 days. Unbelievable. No end in sight currently. I mean, I'm just dying over here. But thank you for your patience with the podcast episode being 1 day late. I did not receive any death threats, so I appreciate that. Nobody has come for my family, has threatened to, chain them up and hold them against their will until I released a podcast, which I personally honestly would have been fine with that. I'd be lying to you if I didn't say I would have been a little bit honored. I'd be like, wow, you're a good listener. That's the ideal. That's the kind of listeners I want to this podcast. By the way, I want somebody that's willing to commit a felony because the podcast is a day late. That's how committed I want them to be to this show. Day late? Oh, I'm going to, I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be my family because then, but just somebody else's family. Who gives a fuck? Just fucking go after somebody else. Just go kidnap a family. And they're just like, why are you doing this? Why would you do this? It's like, oh yeah? Yeah? You want to fucking know what? You want to know? You want to goddamn know why I'm doing this? You got a podcast app on your phone? What podcast app do you use? You on Laughable? Apple Podcasts? You're a Google Podcast person? Yeah, I bet you are, you fucking dirtbag. Pull up your Google Podcast app. Now you tell me if yesterday, on Monday, there was a new episode of Smart Ass the Podcast by Aidan Sousa. You tell me. Go ahead. You're not going anywhere. You got time. Pull it up. No episode yesterday? There's your fucking answer right there. Well, what is that? What does that have to do with us? I don't fucking know. But until that episode comes out, somebody's got to pay. And, it's COVID, so I can't technically leave my neighborhood, so I just had to kidnap somebody within my neighborhood. So you chose the wrong neighborhood. How about that, too? The fucking BC's British Columbia over here is trying to do that shit. Hey, guys, please stay within your regions. Hey, fuck off. How about that, bud? Jesus Christ. As long as you stay within your regions, guys, COVID's, I mean, I know we know very little about COVID, but we know one thing, it respects boundaries. It respects personal and emotional boundaries. And that's for goddamn sure. We know that for a fact. That's absolutely true. All the doctors have gotten together and said, yes, yeah. They said, yep. That's what the doctors were like, yep, that sounds right to me. Fuck it, what do I care? Dude, can doctors, fucking, my mom would always do this shit, and I bet you everybody else's moms and just people in general that think that their fucking family doctor knows fucking shit about shit. Hey, dude, that guy got a fucking medical degree 35 years ago. He works in a town with like 10,000 people, and he comes in and all he does is just be like, oh, yeah. Dude, if you straight up don't have a fucking like stomach ache like me, and he can't just be like, hey, man, I don't know, take some Gravol or some Pepto-Bismol. He's fucking useless for the most part. All they do is, dude, they're fucking, all family doctors are just, they're basically secretaries for fucking specialist doctors around in like bigger cities. There's like, oh yeah, I got a friend that actually knows what the fuck is going on with this, so I'll send you to him. And you go in the next time, he's like, oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I'm not 100% sure what's going on here, so I'm gonna send you over to my buddy. He knows more about this. It's like, hey, what do you do, dude? What do you do besides fucking connect me with other doctors? What is this? You're just a middleman? What's your job? You only know how to hand out fucking ibuprofen and be like, yeah, you know, I don't know, give it a week and come back, and if not, I'll send you over to somebody else. What the fuck do you do, dude? You just gave up? Listen to that fucking guy. The guy hasn't kept up on fucking medical shit in the last 35 years. We made some pretty big strides in the last 35 years, and some of these people are, dude. I remember this one nurse at a family doctor. She asked me how much water I drank. It's a fuck ton, dude. I drink all the fucking water. I'm probably gonna be mostly responsible for the water shortage, upcoming water shortage in our lifetime. I drink so much fucking water, man. And this lady asked me, dude, she's a nurse, which is like, yeah, okay. All right, good for you. Like, you fucking, she's easily 120 pounds overweight. Easily. 120 to 150 overweight. Just a big nurse. I mean, she's wearing her fucking blue little scrub things too. She's not gonna say I'm not gonna say she looked like a little bit like a beluga, because that would be rude. When she was wearing her all navy blue scrubs, nurse scrubs, I'm not gonna say that she looked a little bit like a beluga whale, because that would be rude. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. But she asked me how much water I drank. I told her, like, yeah, I don't know. I take down like 4 liters a day. Like, I'm fucking pounding water. And she looks at me and says, oh, that's too much. Hey, lady. I mean, I'm just going to go based off of the objective facts we have here and just, you know, visuals. I seem to be in pretty decent health. And like I didn't say before, you look like a beluga whale. So, I'm just going to go ahead and keep drinking the water, all right? I should have just looked her dead in the face and was like, when she said, how much water do you drink? I should have just been like, how much Diet Coke do you drink? Dude, you know when you see somebody and you just know they're a fucking Diet Soda person, just a Diet Coke person? They're just like, yeah, like, oh, dude, some of the fucking... You know what to fuck with somebody that's smoking cigarettes and drinking diet sodas. That person is on the fucking edge, man. They are on the fucking edge. They are ready. They're like, man, they're going to snap. Those people are going to snap at any point. They are barely hanging on. They're fucking, I don't know, they're smoking some greasy fucking cigarettes, smoking Pall Malls or something, and drinking Diet Cokes, Diet Pepsis. Diet Pepsis might be even a little scarier. That person is so close to committing fucking murder with a vehicle. They're just gonna fucking run into somebody for fun. Just to fucking get it over with and just be like, I'm just gonna fucking go to prison. I can't do this anymore. But yeah, so I'm not feeling the best. As you could tell by me just screaming about how doctors are fucking useless. Family doctors. I mean, there's some good doctors, I believe. I think, you know, there's some decent doctors out there. Some doctors do good stuff. But let's stop acting like family doctors fucking are anything but just fucking, you know, appointment bookers for specialists. Guys that fucking actually, you know things and keep up with stuff. Family doctor, you come in there, he's just like, yeah. I'm going to be honest with you, man. I haven't kept up with anything medical in the last, like, I don't know, 20, 25 years. I got kids, man. You know, have you ever tried to raise kids? Kids are, dude, they take up a lot of your time. I haven't had really much time the thing is, I didn't get into the medical field to take care of people necessarily. I got into it just for the paycheck and to really just see if I wanted to like do something like actually with the medical field, I would have became one of these specialists that I send you to. I got in this for the paycheck and I'm just phoning it in here, man. You come to me, I send you to somebody else. I mean, that's pretty much the extent of what I'm willing to do for this job. Yeah, man. I got 3 kids, dude. I could not give less of a fuck about your fever. I'm just gonna tell you, you should drink water and sleep. Have you tried that? Have you tried drinking water and a good night's sleep? Oh no? Try some ibuprofen and Pepto-Bismol. And you're just like, what are you talking about, man? That doesn't even make any sense. And he's like, well, I'm gonna have to refer you to one of my specialist buddies. Okay. But yeah, holy fuck. Speaking of kids, I just spent the last week with my 2 nephews who are, I mean, one of them just turned 2. I was at kids' birthday parties, man. Kids' birthday parties are fucking lit, dude. I mean, there wasn't that many kids there because you couldn't. Because, I mean, like I said, Ontario, they were just allowed to fucking go drink overpriced Bud Lights on a patio, and that made them happy. But there was a couple kids there. And, dude, these kids were fucking on the trampoline, and they were smacking the shit out of this piñata, and they were hyped, bro. I mean, kids' birthday parties, it brought me back, man. I was just like, dude, birthday parties were the fucking shit. And if you don't know that, then fuck, that sucks, dude. Sorry. Sorry you weren't invited to birthday parties. Should have tried not being such a fucking dumb, weird kid. That's a little bit on you, okay? Because there was lots of times where I didn't fit in and I fucking made it happen, okay? You got to fucking make shit happen. Even when I was 8, I was just like, dude, I always had that fucking David Goggins, Gary V mentality when I was 8 years old. I was just like, you got to fucking grind. You got to hustle and fucking grind. You got to outsmart these fucking people and work harder than everybody else in the room. Make these fucking people invite you to their birthday party. That was just the fucking mentality I had, bro. I was just built different at 8. Wanted these motherfuckers to be friends with me. Honestly, if you want to have friends when you're a kid, be athletic. If you're not athletic, then just, I mean, fucking, you're going to have to figure out how to be. You're just going to have to commit to it. You want to have friends when you're kids, you want to get invited to birthday parties, be good at basketball. Be good at hockey. A little bit less soccer, like stuff like that, but just be good at one of those. But yeah, kids' birthday parties are fucking sick, man. Dude, these kids were so pumped about this fucking piñata. And I mean, very rarely, they were using like a little plastic, like hollow little Tykes bat, which obviously didn't do a goddamn thing to the piñata. My sister was just going to have these. I mean, the oldest kid was 3 years old, and they're swinging at this piñata like for 6-7 minutes. Not touch, like barely fucking making it. Like, I mean, I know you can't just hand this kid a fucking brand new full-size metal baseball bat and just be like, go get him, bud. There's the fucking Louisville Slugger, and you're just like, go do some damage. Go do some damage, Gregory. Yeah, they got this plastic-ass bat, and the oldest kid's 3. The other kids are like 2. And they're trying to swing at this piñata. It's just like, hey, like not even barely making contact with, like they're contacting it, obviously, but it's not going to do shit. And then I'm just like, hey, you're probably going to need something else. I don't think they're going to get through that. We're going to be here for fucking 4 hours. Them swinging this hollow plastic bat. These kids that are 2 swinging this hollow plastic bat at this piñata. Can somebody, like, I don't know. Has anybody got a gun on them? Just shoot the fucking thing. You know for a fact that's happened somewhere down south. They're just like, fuck it, shoot it. Wee! Or Alberta, the south of Canada. But yeah, man, fuck. Dude, when that candy dropped, this kid got so fucking excited. It was the coolest shit to see. It was fucking awesome, man. He was so pumped about candy dropping. And just, I mean, yeah, it just reminded me of all the birthday parties and shit I went to as a kid. And, like, they're so much fun, especially when they're, like, small like that. Oh, man, I remember, I think, actually, I don't know if it was a piñata incident or if it was, or if we were just straight up playing baseball. But I remember this kid just getting fucking smoked in the back of the head with a baseball bat at one of my birthday parties. Yeah. Oh, yeah, hard, too. I mean, ate it like a champ, though. Didn't go down. He wasn't No blood. No blood. Wasn't unconscious. So that's a W. That's a W as far as I'm concerned. You get smoked in the back of the head with a fucking Easton Stealth baseball bat, and you don't go down. You're not unconscious, and you're 11. You're 10 years old. That's a fucking W in my book. That's put that in your Tinder bio, bro. Bitches love that shit. They're just like, damn, you're tough as fuck, man. A baseball bat to the back of the head when you were 10 and you just ate it? Now, he did cry for a long time, and his mom did have to come get him. And he left the party early. So, never mind. Maybe I take that back, actually. Yeah, fucking kids' birthday parties are insane, man. Little kids, dude. Little kids are fucking crazy, man. I guess, it's tough. Being the uncle is the good situation, because you're like, I kind of just get to hang out with them, and they're like my family and stuff, but they're not like actually mine. So I'm not really responsible for what's going on here. Dude, fucking kids, man. They are insane because they will go from the most annoying thing, like, possibly you've ever been around, to the cutest fucking thing in, like, a span of 2 minutes. Dude, my nephew turned 2, so he's just either the cutest fucking thing in the world. I mean, he's got two of the highest of heights and the lowest of lows. He's just either the cutest fucking little thing in the world, or, I mean, when he's just throwing himself on the ground and just bawling his eyes out for no reason, where you're just like, what the fuck is this, man? Hey, bro, tighten up, kid. Hey, get off the floor. But it's so crazy. Like, on multiple occasions, I felt like he was just fucking going nuts, just pissed off about something or upset about something, throwing himself on the floor and shit, crying. And I'm just like, yo, I mean, nothing could be more annoying than this. And then he fucking just shakes it off for whatever literally nothing happened. Nothing different changed. But he just was just like, all right, well, I guess I'm over that. And just goes back to just being happy and smiling and laughing and fucking jumping around. And you're just like, oh my God, this kid's fucking adorable. It's like, how the fuck? Dude, an adult can't do that. Can't make that big of a swing. If an adult throws a fucking tantrum like that, I mean, 3-4 weeks, you're going to be like, what the fuck is wrong with that person? He was like, yo, what the fuck was that? I mean, you may never want to speak to that person again. And for good reason. You'd be like, ew. Ugh. The fuck? That was disgusting. But yeah, what a swing, man. What a swing. Kids have a long leash. I guess it's fine. I mean, not my kids. My kids are going to be fucking boom. Right from when they can start speaking, I'm not going to, dude, no fucking grammar, no grammar mistakes. You talk, you tell me what you want. And you know what you're upset about? We're going to talk it out. We're not going to fucking do this crying shit. You don't cry about it. Hey, life doesn't give a, oh, dude, I'm just going to fucking just play David Goggins shit for my, like, 1-year-old. Or my kid in fucking utero. When my fucking baby mom was pregnant, I'm just going to be playing, like, get the speaker things you can, like, connect onto the, like, woman's stomach, and just playing fucking David Goggins audio into that kid, and he's just gonna come out a fucking badass, bro. He needs to know, even before he's born, he needs to know nobody gives a shit, okay? Nobody cares about your fucking problems. You got two choices. You got two choices, unborn baby. You either fucking be a victim for the rest of your life and think that everything happens to you, and you know what, everyone else is the problem, and you know what, this is just the way shit is, or you fucking pick up your goddamn bullshit and you fucking keep moving forward and you put your fucking head down and you just outwork everybody in the room. What's it gonna be? Hey, unborn baby, what the fuck's it gonna be, bud? Huh? Kid's gonna come out fucking, dude, kid's gonna come out doing push-ups. Doctor's gonna try to hand him to the mom, and he's gonna be like, get the fuck off me, bro. I gotta bang out a quick 50. But yeah, dude. I mean, kids are fucking nuts, man. I mean, the little one's so goddamn small, and he's fucking cute too. I mean, they have to make him cute. Dude, if you have an ugly baby, I don't know how you. I mean, I know biologically you're built to have this like connection with it or something, but man, if it's an ugly kid, I like, and it starts fucking crying and doing all that shit, like throwing itself on the floor and is just like, just unreasonably being tyrannical. I mean, real quick, you can go from like, I don't know, like I love this thing with all my heart to like kind of understanding why Casey Anthony did what she did, you know? Like you can kind of mentally get yourself there. Like you're not like, you don't condone what she did per se, but you start to understand the at least thought process and the mental steps she took to get to that point. Where you're just like, oh, okay, like I can see how she did arrive at that spot. I'm not saying I would do it, but I'm also not judging Casey anymore. I understand it's tough. I understand. Well, there's one thing that will get a kid to stop fucking doing anything, and that's goddamn Blippi. Anybody know about fucking Blippi? And if you don't have any kids in your life, you probably won't, because that would be fucking, it'd be weirder than this guy to know about fucking this guy. Dude, this guy, man, I watched so much of this guy throughout the week, and I mean, what the fuck? Blippi, bro. This fucking guy, man. I mean, all just kind of kids performers. I mean, we can all agree, like, a little weird, dude. Like, like, very weird to just get on camera and just, like, start acting like a 5-year-old when you're, you know, in your mid-30s. When you have a full beard and you're just like, what? Do you see the dinosaur? No. Oh, and he's like jumping around and like fucking like, it's crazy. It's craziness. You pray to God that guy's father's dead and he doesn't have to see this shit. I mean, at what point does your dad just be like, I don't even give a fuck how much money you made, man? Dude. Yo, hey, Blip. Hey, Blip. Hey, just leave a voicemail. Hey, Blip. It's your dad. Is that your name, Blip? Yeah, who gives a fuck? Hey, Blip, it's your dad. Yeah, I got that money you sent me. I fucking tore the check right up, but yeah, I don't give a shit. I'm really not interested also in, you know, keeping this line of communication open. I mean, just Jesus Christ. I tried to watch some of your videos and what the apps, I mean, fuck. Hey, dude, if I did something wrong, or, you know, you were holding resentments, we could have, I mean, you should have came to me and talked about it. You shouldn't have done this. I don't know why you're doing this. This is fucked up. I hope you're happy with the decisions you've made, and I hope you're proud of this. I hope you're proud of this, because I know sure as fuck I'm not. And I'm not even gonna think that this is too much to put on you, but you goddamn near ruined my life. So anyway, have a good one, bud. Don't call me back. Bye. Fuck, man. Just these like kids entertainers. They're weird as fuck, dude. I mean, I don't think my mom really let us fuck with a lot of them. Like, we weren't like a Wiggles family. Any of the families that were a little too into the Wiggles, it was just like, all right, there's also something going on with these parents. Because when you see the Wiggles, bro, you're just like, yo, I don't know what it is, but these colorful ass motherfuckers got some dark shit going on. I know y'all are dressed up in colorful shit. But that's just to distract from the dark ass fucking stuff that's going on behind the scenes. Because y'all are weird as fuck, dude. But I will add a caveat that I am completely back on his side if, like, right after this guy is just a fucking menace and he's just like a piece of shit. And he's just like, I mean, as soon as he's off set, as soon as the camera's fucking done recording, he's just like cigarette. He's one of these guys, a cigarette and a diet soda guy. He's just like, soon as that recording button's off, soon as the camera's down, he's just like, he has a fucking assistant, just brings him out a fucking cigarette and a thing. And he's just like, just standing there smoking on set. And just like, yeah, just fucking, you know, he's so crazy. He just shotguns a fucking diet soda. You're like, doesn't that hurt your throat? He's like, who gives a fuck? You see what I do for a living? I don't want to fucking, I want to get throat cancer as soon as possible. This is what I fucking do. You think I give a shit? And he's just a fucking disaster on set. Somebody's just like, hey, we don't, the one production assistant actually forgot to bring over the lights, so it's just like, oh, what the fuck? Hey, what the fuck kind of operation do you think we're running here? This is a goddamn Blippi show. It's about time people start taking this fucking seriously. I make $1 billion a year, okay? I'll fucking have any one of you killed. Easy. Fuck with Blippi. Man, this guy, dude, this fucking guy, man. I didn't realize the extent to which this, I mean, I guess I wouldn't have until, you know, my sister had kids, so now it's like it came into my world. This guy makes so much money, and I also learned that, I mean, okay, let's just learn about Blippi. So, I mean, like just offhand stuff, my parents were just like, yeah, you know, the guy makes a fuck ton of money. I mean, the kids just love him. And he apparently, there was like, he got canceled or something. My parents were saying he got canceled for making some video where he took a shit on somebody. That was what I heard through the grapevine. It's like, oh yeah, Blippi. And I was just like, oh yeah, this guy's a little weird, eh? And they're just like, yeah, funny you should say that. He took a shit on someone's chest. And I'm just like, oh yeah? Oh, I can see that. Oh, nice. Was it a girl at least? He's like, no, it was one of his friends. Oh, okay. Oh, right on. Oh, nice. Okay, so his name is Stephen John. Stevin, which I don't like. Hate it. Change it. All right? Don't have it that way. Also, I've decided this. If your name, because he was born Stefan, like Stephen, but PH. If your name is Stefan, Stephen, you don't get to short form it to Steve. You short form it to Steph, okay? Your name is Stefan. It's not Steven. Steven's with a fucking V and an E. Steven. Stephen is Stefan. And when your name is Stefan, you don't get to short form it to Steve. It's Steph. So, Stephen J. Grossman, better known by his alias as Blippi, is an American children's entertainer and educator on YouTube, Hulu, and Amazon Video. The Blippi character that John portrays has a childlike and energetic and curious persona and is always dressed in blue and orange beanie cap, blue shirt, orange suspenders, and a bow tie. Isn't that fun? John grew up surrounded by tractors, cows, and horses in Ellensburg, Washington, and has stated that as a child, he wished to be a limousine driver and a fighter pilot. What? Hey, Blippi! What the fuck is that? I want to be a limousine driver and a fighter pilot. What? Bro? What are you talking about, man? I want to work two jobs when I get older. I'm going to be a workaholic. I want to work two jobs. I mean, I want to be a fighter pilot because that's badass as fuck. I want to really just, I want to drive fucking, you know, war machines around the Middle East and just fucking bomb weddings and fucking shoot children. I want to do that. That'll be sick. So that first, I would like to do that, and then side hustle on the weekends. I want to drive dumb sluts around in a limousine and take teenagers to prom as a limousine driver. Those are the two things I want to do. I want to take guys that think that limousines are cool still and they're impressive, and take them around town, and then take chicks and coke heads in cocktail dresses, drive them to nightclubs, and then also like that, and then also take kids to prom. Yeah, that's only when I'm not killing people in the Middle East from the air. Those are going to be my two things. It's like, hey, Stefan, this is kindergarten. That's a very detailed and weird answer you just gave for, I mean, we're just kind of going around the circle, just talking about what we'd like to be when we grow up. And I mean, like most people just said, like police officer, firefighter. Is everything okay at home, Stefan? How are you? What's going on? I want to be a fire pilot and a limousine driver. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? So apparently he served in the military. Thank you for your service, Blippi. Thank God. John served active duty in the United States Air Force as a loadmaster. Yeah, I bet you he did. Yeah, I bet you fucking the master of them loads, eh, Blip? Made sure the boys were all loose and taken care of for their training. Yeah. Oh, loadmaster's coming. Oh, make sure bed's done. Loadmaster's coming over tonight. Don't want him coming into a dirty bed. For the C-17 Globemaster airplane at the 4th, who gives a fuck? His duties were to perform the calculations and planning cargo placement to keep the aircraft. Yeah, fuck off. Dude, just reading what that job was all of a sudden made me fucking, it's like, yeah, no, it's actually a way better job to like jump around in sand pits with kids. I mean, that's how quickly I switched over. It's just like, holy fuck, that sounds terrible. I'd rather act like a psychopath and not have a relationship with my father for the rest of my life. The idea for Blippi came to John after moving back to Ellensburg and witnessing his then 2-year-old nephew viewing low-quality videos on YouTube. He's like, what the fuck is that? Is that 480p you're watching? Is that fucking 480p you're watching there, Nathan? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, where's my orange and blue beanie cap? That's it. I'm getting on camera. I'm doing Blippi. I mean, this motherfucker's over here watching this shit in fucking, this shit was filmed on a goddamn, camcorder, VHS. I got no choice now but to fucking dress up in orange and blue and dance around on camera. Jesus Christ. Why'd you let me see this? So let me see, where was I? Yeah, so Blippi had been described as an adult. This is how he was described. I mean, this is fucking sad. An adult human man who dresses up in bright clothes and dances around America's deserted soft play centers for the benefit of YouTube. Ugh, God, that's fucking sad. The first Blippi video was published on January 27th, 2014, with John starring as Blippi and doing all the filming, editing, and graphics himself on the initial videos, taking inspiration from children's educators and entertainers before him, such as Mr. Rogers. How about, did you take any tips from old Bill Cosby? Old Billy Boy? He was America's dad. He was a children's educator and entertainer. John wished to portray Blippi as an educational, but also as thinking and acting as a child would. Yeah, that really comes across on screen. It's fucked. The videos would eventually garner a large following with over 1 billion views on YouTube, and the production staff obviously expanding within that. The Blippi team would begin producing videos in Spanish. Blippi Toys began offering DVDs, digital downloads, Blippi's childlike demeanor has met with much success. Some parents have questioned the simplistic nature of the character in regard to his tone and repetitive songs about things such as garbage trucks, fire trucks, and pizza. Oh my God. Now I'm back on his side. Dude, these fucking parents. Some parents have questioned the simplistic nature of the character in regard to his tone and repetitive songs. Hey, shut the fuck up. All right, Carol? All right, Carol and Anthony? Go outside. Have a cigarette. Leave the kid alone watching Blippi. Who gives a fuck? What are you talking about? What are you sitting there just like, ugh. This character has no, I mean, there's no depth to this character. There's no, I mean, who is Blippi? Who is he? Who is he really? I mean, yeah, sure, we get all the, you know, curious, like, dancing around stuff and, like, childlike nature to him, but deep down to his core, who is Blippi? I feel like he doesn't express that. That doesn't come across on screen. I feel like that's something that I need in my children's entertainment videos on YouTube. I need to know that there's some real depth to the character. And the lyrics in his songs about garbage trucks, fire trucks, and pizza, there's nothing real about it. None of it cuts deep. The lyrics, I mean, is it too much to ask for just, you know, a little soul? Like, no, you can't get soul because literally committing to doing this job is selling your soul. So sorry, there's no soul in your fucking character, in your kid's fucking dancing around adult character. Sorry, there can't be soul in that because to get the job, to do the job, you have to sell your fucking soul. Okay? That's how it works. What the fuck's wrong with you? Are you out of your goddamn mind? The simplistic nature. Yeah. You know who else has a simplistic nature? 4-year-olds watching it. Jesus Christ, parents are retarded. Oh my God. Okay, well, I'll get to the part now where my parents were just like, oh yeah, he took a shit on someone's chest. So John started making gross out videos in 2013. So, you know, before, you know, that's kind of how the arc of that usually would go, right? You know, like one step before you get to making children's educational videos and stuff, you it's like, I'm going to do gross out videos. And you're like, oh, well, that didn't work. Anybody got orange suspenders I could use and you know, some dump trucks, some kids' toys dump trucks and excavators and stuff? I'm gonna pivot. I'm gonna try something else. So he started making gross out videos in 2013 under the persona of Steezy Grossman Sec, a boy who was born as poop after his parents had anal sex. Okay. Under his Steezy Grossman alias, John developed videos such as Turd Boy and Underwear Man. Bangers, they sound like. In a 2013 video, John performed the Harlem Shake on a toilet and defecated on a naked friend. I mean, in 2013, not gonna lie, this sounds like a banger video. Harlem Shake mixed with defecating on a person's naked body. Nothing sounds more 2013 than that, to be honest with you. If somebody was just like, hey, 2013, what was that year like? Well, Steezy Grossman was doing the Harlem Shake and then took a dump on his bud's chest and put that on YouTube. And he's like, oh, is that good? Or, I mean, it's not really good or bad. It's just kind of 2013. Just kind of where we were at, you know? So yeah, no, I'm having trouble understanding. So yeah, well, we were all kind of having trouble understanding in 2013 what the fuck was quite going on. Um, but yeah, this dude, man. I mean, now he's just a fucking goddamn millionaire. Good for him, I guess. But dude, yeah, sell your fucking soul, man. Um, dude, I saw some fucking hilarious shit on Craigslist this week. I mean, just out of control funny. Um, I've started just looking on a Craigslist for like fucking little jobs to do around the city. There's always stuff up there. And I mean, some of the shit that gets posted on here is I almost want to get involved, like, but I'm also terrified because the person who's willing to post this stuff, I don't think they'd have any issue hanging a live person in their garage and skinning them. I don't think it's too much to say that they could get there pretty quickly. Dude, this guy posts under the gigs page, domestic gigs for Vancouver. This guy goes, F companion for single M, North Vancouver. Just 100 fucking selfies of this dude. Oh, hold on. I gotta fucking screen record this so I can throw it up on the fucking on the YouTube. But dude, I mean, this guy just posts 100 selfies of him, and I gotta read you this guy's fucking what this guy posted, man. I mean, okay, so he writes, female companion GF wanted, N van, Catholic, retired nurse, trucker, don't smoke, don't drink, comfortable, been vaccinated, active, walk, bicycle, motorbike, dance. This is my favorite part right here. He writes, not weird, just direct. Weekly allowance or hourly like dance partner. Normally spend winters visiting Vegas, Florida, and camping in Spain. Ask about my Facebook page if you want to see more. Text, email me a pic so I can see who's inquiring. Yo. Can you fucking imagine, man? Dude, you realize that like some people's lives are just so fucking beyond different than what you know and understand. Like, this is potentially, and I hope not, somebody's grandfather. And I mean, Jesus Christ. Could you imagine you're just on Craigslist and then you see your grandpa and you're just like, oh, why is grandpa's picture F companion for, oh no, oh no. Then you get to the line where it's just not weird, just direct. Dude, not weird. Hey, that's the weirdest thing to say. Dude, I mean, it's already weird, but by specifically saying not weird, hey, man, yo, it's so much weirder now. It's like, by the way, this is not fucking weird, okay? None of this is weird. It's just direct. And you get a weekly allowance or hourly like a dance partner. All right? None of this is weird. Yeah, it is, dude. Yeah. Yeah, it's very weird. You're trying to hire a girlfriend on Craigslist by posting a bunch of selfies of yourself. Yeah, it's very weird. Of course it's weird. You know that. Come on. You're telling me you're 70 years old and you don't know that? Oh, bud. Can't believe you're single. Seems like you have a good amount of self-awareness and your brain fucking works perfectly fine. Can't believe no lovely ladies locked that up. Jesus fucking Christ, bud. What's going on? You need help? You need somebody to help you out? Holy shit. Not weird, just direct. That's how it, dude. I mean, come on, man. That's what I gotta start doing with fucking girls. Hey, who wants to go out? Who wants to date me? I'll pay you hourly like a dance partner. Not weird. Just very direct. Usually I spend the winters in Spain. If that helps. If that helps you make your decision. What the fuck? Some bitch. Oh, I like Spain. So yeah, you're not coming. I'm just telling you that that's where I spend winter. What? I spend fucking winters in Vegas, Florida, and Spain. Like, oh, I would like to go to those places. Well, you're not. You're not coming with me. I'm just looking to fucking have some little peace over here in North Van. Fucking think you're coming camping with me in Spain? You out of your goddamn mind? Now that's weird. All right? I don't do that weird shit. Now take your weekly allowance and get the fuck out of here, okay? We're done. We're done for the day. And then I found this one too. So it just says we're looking for 200 Canadian bodybuilders, Vancouver. And then, you know, since I'm fucking absolutely yoked, jacked, and shredded, since I'm just literally when fucking, I mean, like most hallways I have to go down like sideways because I physically cannot fucking fit walking straight on. I have to shuffle sideways. You know, the fucking like grapevine shuffle? Like I have to do that almost everywhere I go because most hallways are not built for somebody of my stature. So I'm fucking jacked and yoked. So I'm like, okay, so I click on this. And it says, help us to complete our studies. We're looking for 200 Canadian bodybuilders. Get a free product sample and a 6-month salary. Chance to win PlayStation 5. Request the application form on, and then there's a link. So I'm just like, okay, well, what is it? Some supplement bullshit? I'll take some supplements and they can fucking give me money. So I click on the link. And it takes me to this website. Hold up. Shit's loading here. modernnextlab.ca. And, I mean, this is some Spanish shit because they don't have, I mean, what they do have in English is, the English is quite off. And then they have like a spot that they didn't put into English and it's just in Spanish. Aplicatio inform. And then there's one part where it just says, request your paid. Hey guys, I found you. I caught you. You're Spanish, aren't you? But then it says, help us to unleash, first, right as the opening page, help us to unleash steroids' full potential. We are looking for 200 Canadian steroid users for our study. Get a free sample pack and a monthly salary. So they're just like, yo, do our fucking roids. We'll give you $2,000 a month. Fuck, I wish I could help you out, guys. But I physically, like I said, I can't get any bigger. It's already a problem in my life. For $2,000, I would fully be willing to completely destroy my my biology and my physiology and just literally my entire body. I would be willing to alter it for the rest of my life. I would be willing to sacrifice that for you guys for $2,000 a month easily, but I just can't because I'm already just way too jacked and yoked. I went to my doctor, my family doctor, because I thought I was maybe getting like way too big. And then he was just like, oh, well, I don't fucking know anything about, anything. So he referred me to, a doctor who handles people of my condition. And he just said, hey, man, yeah, dude, if you get on steroids, I mean, that's going to be a big problem. That's going to be game over, man. I mean, you might just fucking pop. You might just goddamn fucking pop like a fucking balloon. You get any goddamn bigger? I wish. I love steroids, he said. That's what this doctor said. He said, I fucking love steroids and I wish that you could get on them for $2,000 in compensation a month. I think that's more than reasonable pay. But I just can't recommend it for somebody of your stature. You're just entirely too jacked for something like that. So, I mean, I'm sorry, bud. But I mean, you look fucking great. Just keep it up. Maybe start running a little bit more so you slim down a little bit. Cause like I said, just Jesus Christ, bud, you're looking fucking huge. So yeah, $2,000 a month. Pretty good. A little like two G's and, just shoot yourself up with some roids. That's fun. Oh, that's good stuff, man. Dude, Craigslist is the most entertaining place. That was like one of the best things about moving out to BC too, is just Craigslist is like the thing that they use out here. Like in Ontario and shit, they use like Kijiji and other shit like that, but like Craigslist is like popping out here. So then you get fucking stuff like this. That's what I'm talking about. Nobody on Kijiji is gonna offer you fucking $2,000 to do steroids from some shady Mexican dealer. And that's the problem. You should always have that option. You should always be like able to be 4 or 5 clicks away from the internet on doing shady Mexican steroids for $2,000. That's the world I think we all deserve to live in. So I guess a while back, I mean, I saw this video a couple days ago, but I guess a while back, this fucking guy who's like, I don't know, some news pundit guy, and Jeffrey Toobin or something, I guess he fucking gave the old Shaft a crank on live TV, or not on live TV, on a Zoom call or something with his production team, and was, I guess, on leave or something, because he pulled his dick out. So they were just like, "Hey, Matt, you're gonna have to take it. Why don't you grab some bench for a bit?" Yeah, no. Hey. It's all good, bud. It's all good. Just go grab a seat at the end of the bench. We'll let you know when we need you. Yeah. Just way down there at the end of the bench. Yeah. Just kind of away from everybody else. Yeah, people aren't too interested in sitting beside you right now. But yeah, I can't remember the video, but I do remember seeing that this happened quite a bit. Which is, dude, too funny, man. Let's just go ahead. I mean, we're kind of, I don't know if the Zoom thing is going to be here to stay. It probably will be, but I know this happened a few times with people over the course of the last year and a half, as more things were forced online, more meetings like this were forced online, where people were getting caught masturbating while still on their Zoom calls and whatnot. Let's just go ahead and find a different place to masturbate that's not like in front of your camera like that. Like, also, who's jerking off like sitting up in a computer chair? What the fuck is that, dude? That is a ridiculous way to jerk your dick. That's more fucked up than pulling your dick out on a Zoom call, is jerking off in a fucking sitting up in a computer chair. What the fuck is wrong with you? That is not an optimal jerking position whatsoever. I mean, you can't even get really like full strokes like that. You'd have to like lean back like a lot, and even then you're just like, I mean, now your back's all fucked up. What are you doing? Go lie down. Go lie down on the couch in your bed. You gotta lie down, or you gotta stand up. You can't have your body bent around. You gotta be in a straight line, whether it's horizontal or vertical. But I mean, that to me is more messed up than this pulling your dick out thing. But anyway, they had this man back on live television, and they had this stupid cunt on there with him who, I mean, we'll just watch this video. It's the weirdest fucking video. It's 2 minutes long. Couldn't be more uncomfortable. And I'm also so sick of adults apologizing for shit like this. It's just like, dude, and just apologizing in general. Like, come on, man. This apology bullshit. Like, you don't owe people an apology. All right? I don't know what person would be like, I'm not watching Jeffrey Toobin on CNN again until he fucking apologizes to me for pulling his dick out in front of those people on the Zoom call that I wasn't involved in. Huh? What do you mean? What does that have to do with you? Why do you want the apology from him? I think that he owes me an apology for what he did in the meeting with those other people. And I will not be watching him on CNN until he apologizes to me. All right, so let's watch.
Let's bring in CNN chief legal analyst Jeffrey Toobin to talk about this and more. Hi, Jeffrey.
Hello, Allison.
It's been a while.
It has been a while, indeed.
I feel like we should address What's happened in the months since we've seen you, since some of our viewers may not know what has happened. So,
well, then leave it out. Since our viewers may not know what happened. Okay, good. Let's fucking leave it at that then. And then the people that do know, like, they'll just be sitting there like, wait, is that the guy that jerked off? Oh, come on. No, that can't be. They didn't even mention it? That's hilarious. And then the people that didn't know that are just sitting there like, okay, who's this guy? And then they just got to be like, all right, well, we're just going to address this off the top just in case you didn't know. We want you to know.
I guess I'll recap. I'll do the honors.
Help yourself.
Okay. In October, you were on a Zoom call with your colleagues from the New Yorker magazine. Everyone took a break for several minutes, during which time you were caught masturbating on camera. You were subsequently fired from that job after 27 years of working there. And you, since then, have been on leave from CNN. Do I have all that right?
You got it all right. Sad to say.
Okay, so let's start there.
Okay.
To quote Jay Leno, what the hell were you thinking?
Well, obviously, I wasn't thinking very well or very much.
I was thinking about Alice. Alice, was it? I was thinking about tits and ass. Is what I was thinking about. Got to be honest with you. I was thinking about tight puss and fucking fat tits. To be straight up, I'm not gonna come on CNN here and lie. I know that's all you guys fucking do here, but I'm an honest man. What I was thinking about was big old tits and fat juicy ass, and then I was gonna masturbate because I was thinking about that. What was your question?
Much, and it was something that was inexplicable to me. I think one point, I wouldn't exactly say in my defense, because nothing is really in my defense. I didn't think I was on the call. I didn't think other people could see me.
You thought that you had turned off your camera?
Correct. I thought that I had turned off the Zoom call. Now, that's not a defense. This was deeply moronic and indefensible, but I mean, that is part of that is part of the story. And, you know, I have spent.
I mean, does that kind of go without saying? Like, dude, you didn't hop up and start fucking looking people in the face and just, you guys like this shit? Like, I mean, I think we could I think everybody could tell you didn't fucking think anybody was watching. I think it would have been pretty goddamn, obvious if you were doing it on purpose to make sure everybody saw. It'd be a very different story. We wouldn't be having this conversation. But this is where it gets fucking weird.
And the 7 subsequent months, miserable months in my life, I can certainly confess, trying to be a better person. I mean, in therapy, trying to do some public.
Bro, cut it out with the therapy. You jerked off. People saw you. What, are you going to go back to your childhood? Talk to your therapist about why the fuck why you get horny and jerked your dick? What are you talking about? Can we cut it out with the fucking everything needs therapy? Jesus, man. You don't need therapy because you fucking masturbated. Christ.
Service, working in a food bank, which I certainly am going to continue to do.
Hold on, I got to go back.
Trying to be a better person. I mean, in therapy, trying to do some public service, working in a food bank, which I certainly am going to continue to do, working on a new book about the Oklahoma City bombing. But
I mean, what was that at the end there? So he's like, yeah, I'm trying to do some public service. It's like, what do you mean? What are you out on the side of the highway fucking picking up garbage? All these guys in orange jumpsuits, and you're out there, and the guy's just like, hey man, what'd you do? He's like, well, it's like, actually, I've never even seen you in the prison before. What are you doing out here? He's like, well, I just volunteered. He's like, why? Why? What'd you do? He's like, well, see, I thought I wasn't on a Zoom call, and I pulled out my medium dick and started just smashing it around, just fucking flicking it around and shit. And yeah, people saw me and they weren't too happy about that. So now I'm just trying to be a better person. And I think that if I do a little bit of this, people will kind of forgive me for that. Yeah. Guys like, oh, well, that sounds fucking stupid, man. Yeah, you don't need to be picking up garbage on this. I don't think that's really relevant to what you did. It's like, oh yeah, what'd you do? It's like, well, I don't know. Like I beheaded 3 people. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, we did some very, very different things to end up in this spot. And then working at the food bank. Yeah, that's good. That's what we want. Yeah. Yeah, we want the masturbator guy fucking handing out craft dinner. Sorting boxes of craft dinner around and fucking Chef Boyardee ramen noodles. That'll clean up this record. And then he goes from that, all this stuff he's doing, he's like, also, I'm writing a book on the Oklahoma City bombing. What the fuck does that have to do with anything either? Nothing has to do with any of this. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm working at a food bank. Also, I'm writing a book that you guys should buy and give me money. It's like, what?
I am trying to become the kind of person that people...
Yeah, then it cuts off there. But like, yo, what are you talking about, bro? I mean, unreal. Fucking trying to be a better person, man. Now that I masturbated on television, just trying to be better and, just going to therapy, just talking about fucking me jacking off to this therapist all the time, which is so much fun because I pay him and then he just has to listen to me fucking talk about just cranking my rod. He fucking hates it, but dude, I pay you, bud, so you gotta sit there and listen. And then just goes into, I got a book. I mean, this whole situation is just fucking weird. But yeah, adults, I mean, you don't need to apologize to people for doing, like, I mean, you really don't have to apologize to people. You don't. Okay? I mean, there's very, very few things you need to apologize. You don't need a public apology to people when you go on CNN. Who gives a fuck? And he's like, yeah, the food bank, which I'd like to continue to keep doing. Yeah, you're not going to. Okay? That's why you said I'd like to continue. Because you know for a fucking fact you're not going to continue to do that. And question whether you did it really in the first place. But I'm looking forward to reading your book. I'm sure that'll be fucking great. Write a book about fucking, jerking off on Zoom. How to. Write a nice little how to. Oh, okay. I'm done. I fucking got to go back to just dying on the couch. Thank you guys for listening. Yeah, keep fucking downloading the podcast, please, and share it around with your friends. Get other people to download. Take your parents and friends' phone and subscribe to the podcast on their podcast app. Follow the Instagram page at SmartassPod. Yeah, make sure you're subscribed to the podcast on your app. Subscribe to the YouTube, and yeah, help me out with all that. And yeah, downloads, please. We have a special edition of the Smartass Podcast. I'm being joined by 2 guests. I'm going to put up a bonus episode. 2 of my old buddies. We had a nice little conversation last week. So that'll be a bonus episode. The video, we'll see how it looks. I don't know what the fuck happened, but she's a little grainy. But I'll fix it up and we'll get that out to you as a bonus episode this week. Again, thank you for sticking with me day late on the podcast, but it's out there. And I love you guys and I appreciate you. And, go talk to your family doctor about masturbating and see what fucking specialist he sends you to. Okay? Go watch some fucking Blippi videos. Go watch Steezy Grossman. All right? All right, guys. We'll see you next week.